As you see, I've created two different Microsoft lists. One created under a SharePoint site and the other one directly created under the Microsoft List application. This one is an additional section under my SharePoint site and the other one is just an independent Microsoft List table. And let's see how we can read these tables by Power Query. I open up a blank workbook, I go to the Data tab, I hit Get Data from File, and I choose from SharePoint folder. And now we need the URL of those lists. I go back to my browser. So the trick is that we always have to copy everything before the list word, whatever the link is, because the links are going to be different on SharePoint and on the direct Microsoft list as well. So I'm going to copy the URL. I simply just paste it, hit OK. If you're not signed in, then it will ask you to sign into your Microsoft. As always, transform data, and we got some value back. But something must be wrong. If you look at the binary data, it says null, and every other attributes are null. Why is that? Because we are using two wrong things. The first one, the connector. The API version, the language type is okay, but we have to define the actual connector we want to use to read the table. And it is the implementation 2.0. I simply just hit enter and I got again an error. Why? So it says implementation isn't a valid SharePoint.files option. So that means our main M function is not correct. We don't want to read files, we need tables. So I remove the files, enter dot, and as you see, we got three options. And I'm going to choose the tables this time. And there we go. We got all the related data and information. If I scroll to the right a little bit, under the title column, I can see the name of the list I'm looking for. You don't have to worry about the other records. So I'm going to filter on the title column, selecting the name of the list I want to read. I choose the items column, right click, remove other columns, because I do not need those attributes right now. If I select the actual cell value, then you can see that this step already returned the value of my Microsoft list. But as you see, it doesn't simply return just the table values, but all the attributes related to my Microsoft list table. So when I click on the expand, then I'm going to unselect all the columns because I need only just the fields included in my table. I don't need a prefix, and I hit OK. And there we go. We got the data from our Microsoft lists. For now, I'm not going to do any complex transformation, just changing the format. This is going to be text, whole number, date and time. If I go back to my list and I hit new item, I'm going to say now name you, age 100, and we can add the dummy date and simply save. It has been added to my list. If I go back to my query editor and I hit refresh preview, then I got my value. And now I just simply go back to my close and load button. I choose the close and load too. Depending on what I want to do as a next step, I can add directly to a pivot chart, pivot table. I can add it to my data model. I can use DEX functions. But for now, it's going to be just a simple pivot. I hit OK, pivot table done. And I can slice and dice and play with my table as I wish. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it useful.